My name is Maria Koinova and I'm the principal investigator of the European Research Council starting grant project Diasporas and Contested Sovereignty. I would like to speak with you about an article which I have just got accepted with the International Political Science Review and which is part of a special issue which I'm co-editing. This article is called Endorsers, Challengers or Builders, Extraterritorial Politics of Parties in a Post-Conflict State. This paper is specifically focused on how parties which are in a de facto state, which has contested sovereignty, whether internally and externally, are engaging the diaspora abroad. And this is the first paper which bridges literatures which are dealing either with diasporas as non-state actors, and they do not factor how parties are engaging them abroad, or other scholarship which is recently growing on parties' engagement of diasporas, but it does not factor contested sovereignty and states with contested sovereignty out of which these diasporas are connected. I spent in 2013 a whole summer in Kosovo doing in-depth field work, and I captured the diaspora relationships of 4 major parties in Kosovo, 2 of them that have been evolved out of movements that had credentials in secessionism and in the violent and non-violent warfare, and 2 parties that have been more newcomers to the environment. It has been interesting for me to see how these parties are engaging the diasporas abroad. How do they behave? Do they behave like parties of regular states that have both internal and external sovereignty, or do they have another types of movements? The most important finding is that parties, whether in government or in opposition, which have credentials in the secessionist warfare, are very much behaving as parties of regular states. They are engaging the diaspora through institutional channels when they are in government, or they are using them for party building purposes when they are in opposition. They seek the diaspora for their power to vote for them and to participate in electoral rotation processes. While 2 parties would have been newcomers and more insecure in the political spectrum of Kosovo, have been either in government or in opposition, but they have behaved much more in state building or state challenging ways. The party that has been in government has been very much seeking to develop relationship with the diaspora abroad, whether to open it for public diplomacy purposes or to relate to specific issues of opening the political system to engage diasporas in parliaments and create specific seats for them. Similar interest has shown a party that has been challenging the state from its very inception and has been very much challenging the international community's governance in Kosovo, as well as the negotiations with Serbia. And this party has been also advocating a lot for engagement with diasporas and has been growing in the past years in many ways. And for this reason, it has managed to amass a lot of party support from the diaspora in the recent 2017 elections. This party has been also advocating unification with Albania, so challenging territorial aspects of the state as well as issues of corruption of current officials. It is interesting to think about extraterritorial politics of parties of contested statehood, not simply for capturing their own movements, but also understanding how they can be engaged both in domestic processes in terms of electoral competition, but also to have expectations about to what degree they may be engaged into supporting state building or state challenging processes.